What's up, guys? I am at YCS Montreal, and I'm going to be bringing to you guys a deck profile of 3 different events. My third place Montreal regional deck profile, my YCS Montreal day 2 profile. Please move the camera. That man is Philip Weidinger. Let me tell you guys something about Philip Weidinger. One sec. Turn the camera to 3 Europeans right here. 2.5 Europeans. And there's 3 Europeans. In fact, let me tell you guys something. If we dueled right now, me versus the 3 of them, I would beat Philip with my left hand, I'll beat Switzerland with my right hand, and Tier 0 will probably beat me, but it will be a battle for all 3. That's what you guys are gonna learn in this video, how to play Cool Tune properly. And this is I won a Blue Eyes Giant Card this weekend, I won a mini size Giant Card, and I let them win the main event because I'm a nice guy. Because I'm a nice guy. And if you want to learn how to let your friends win at main event, that you get the metaphor, because you win so much that you get tired of winning. You win so much and you get tired of winning. Philip is so tired of winning. That's why he doesn't win YCS, is because he's so tired of winning all the time. So he lets other Europeans
win a single one, bro.
No, but he wins so often, so that's why. So I'm gonna show you guys some cool nuances of the new way to play Cool Tune with Spark and Purge, and a brand new extra deck card that there's an OTK no one knows on how to play through the Dominus cards with this card that allows the Dominus cards to be like, yeah, it's fine. Like, you play mid-tune. Anyways, let's get started in the video. And big shout out to Sam. Get your Supreme Pro sleeves right now.
Triff 10.
Triff 10, but only if you're not a Supreme bum. You need 1 YCS trophy minimum to use the sleeves. Go down below. All right, let's go. So, Q, Mix, Rico, Rotary. One huge thing with the Cool Tune names. Obviously, Rico's better than Mix, but if you're playing Purge, you just play 3 Mix, 2 Rico. It's the same thing at the end of the day, pretty much, because you're playing 20 hand traps. Mix is basically Rico, but because you're playing Purge, you want to offset the fact of Purge being bad in game 1. Next, a very important aspect, post side deck. People think that with Dominus cards you can't really like play well with the deck. It's not necessarily true. So between Spark and Purge, Spark, you cannot use Mix or Rico. You can use everything else and main and extra. As far as Purge, you cannot use Rico or your extra, but you can use Mix. So with Purge, you must OTK. With Spark, you could play a grind game, but you still OTK their ass. But the way you do it, you don't want to have 5 cards just gone. And this is going to sound crazy, but you guys got to trust me on this one, okay? Post side deck, when you have all the Dominuses, just side all these out, only play 1 of each. You're playing Q and Rotary Turbo. You have 1,000 hand traps in the deck. You're playing Mix and in fact, also cut 1 Rotary. It's not full combo post side. The last thing you want is to activate this and die to 1 singular FNV. This is all you need. The way you want to get to your Cool Tune cards post side is not the monsters, it's the spells. Because the spells, guys, is any one of them that you want. Does that make sense, guys? The spells are any of them that you want. So whether you're under Purge or whether you're under Spark, you specifically go for the spell that you want. Q. Q is your big boy. You're playing Q control, basically. Q Rotary control post side, or you go for game. It's very important to know how the deck works. This is 11 starter monster starters, 2 pots. The Prosperity is just a little better than Desires. You're not going to play 3 Desires in a deck that actually needs all cards. You don't want to open 2 pots, right? So just view these as 2 pots, 2 Genesis, the Overtake, the 3 KTS, and the 2 JJ. You need to play 2 JJ. I'm not even going to explain why, as anyone with a brain would understand. So you play 21 actual 1-card starters, and after the 21 card starters post side deck, it goes down to 13. And yes, 13. Oh, Triff, but you're playing a 41 card deck. How do you play? You're right. I might not be playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but let me tell you something. Neither are you, brother. No one's playing Yu-Gi-Oh. We're going to get to turn 10 the way Yu-Gi-Oh is meant to be. My opponent will be hand-trapping my Q. I'll be quadruple hand-trapping them. But that's the way I believe you should be playing in this meta, because I'm the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player in the world. That's basically what they're saying. Anywho, while we're at it, I'm just going to glaze myself for a little bit. For those that don't know who I am, I'm 3-time YCS champion, soon to be 4-time YCS champion. I allowed the YCS Montrealians to win because I love French people and they're close enough. So just in case you guys didn't know. But this deck profile here is not so much my performance today. Even though I lost a bunch of rolls, I did okay. I was in day 2, almost, I couldn't pull through in day 2. 3rd place regional, I won a giant card and I won another half giant card. The deck is really, really, really good. It is sometimes, guys, what I recommend, we're not allowed to turn the camera around, but I want you guys to know YCS is, and I'm not a paid Konami super secret agent, Some people think so, but there's no greater event than a YCS. So what I would advise you guys do is this. You play a deck like Cool Tune that will win every single time going first and has a great chance going second because of all the hand traps. If you just attend 10 YCSs a year, you get lucky and, what if you win 70 to 80% of your dice rolls one of the YCSs? Next thing you know, you won a YCS. Some YCSs, no matter how good you play in this dice roll style game at moments, you'll never win sometimes because that's just sometimes the nature of Yu-Gi-Oh! You won't win every day, you won't win every tournament. You'll top some, you'll lose some. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're having a tough time with your Yu-Gi-Oh! Performances, do not feel bad. It took me 10 years to win 3 YCSs in 1 year. Like, guys, I have, so I just wanted to say, because some people on our Metafy, shout out to Metafy, let's go, was a little upset with one of our members, actually, I'm not going to name drop, one of our members, Mr. Cameraman, I got a story for you guys a little later. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. One of our members of Metafy is very disappointed he didn't top today. Very sad. So I had to pull him aside and let him know, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh! Guys, I'm telling you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a game where the best player will always win. Luck is involved. The best way to look at it, guys, is there's always another tournament next week. So you just lock in for the next tournament, and even if that doesn't go well, you lock in for the next one. Eventually, it just clicks, and you start winning 3 YCSs in a year. Anywho, so 21 one-card starters, 8 of which are sided out, and I would advise removing both pots, going second, and a JJ, because I don't want the Desires my one of Mixer Rico. So you have 7 spells, and you have like 7 monsters or something, and that's 13, 14, depending on the matchup. Now my favorite part of the deck, lots of hand traps. Now I want to explain something on hand trap theory. These are 10 Ghost Girls here, okay? I do not main deck Harmonia. Let me explain to you why. You guys see what this says here? It says negate. You see what this says here? Negate. Do you see what this says here? Negate. Do you see what this says here? Negate. What does this say? Negate. Yo, does Ash negate? Yes, they all negate. So if you just negate every card they activate, they're passing their turn. I have a question for you guys in the mirror match. Veiler Q, does it resolve? Yo, Philip, if I Veiler your Q, will the Veiler resolve or will you chain KTS? He's gonna chain KTS. Purge! He cannot, now the Veiler resolves. So the Veiler and Imperm, a lot of matchups are actually very poor. They're very bad hand traps if they do not resolve, obviously. But with the power of Purge and Ash, and I organize my cards like a 3-year-old sometimes, guys, ignore the mess here. But if you have Veiler or Imperm, and especially post-side, when look at this hand trap lineup, depending on the side deck, you have 27, you have 28 hand traps if you want. So with the power of these, 9 of these, 6 of these, all these result, and Mourner, these cards that are able to get dodged all the time will never get dodged. It makes the combination of hand traps powerful. And that's how I would like you guys to kind of view your deck building moving forward, because Veiler is one thing. Veiler and Ash is another. Q, stop. KTS, stop. The last push is Genesis. Sayonara. You guys understand? So, or if it's on a post side, let's say they save Rotary to try to outplay you. Spark is one of the only hand traps in the game that could stop Rotary. So, just like the 3 hand trap combinations in this deck is built to stop Cool Tune regardless of the 3 hand traps you have, and regardless whether they open Rotary or not. You won't always stop Rotary Q. Obviously, everyone knows how broken that is, but you want to be putting yourself in the best position to stop that. And this is the best way to do it with hand traps. As a Cool Tune player, on clip as well. So that's 20 hand traps, 21 starters. I count clip as a hand trap, so you have 20 hand traps, 21 starters. And the best way to stop the deck is, I'm the best player in the world, I'm the best player in the world. I'm gonna win the next YCS. I won one of them Giant Cards today. I won't be stopped, I can't be stopped. I will win 10 YCS in one day. That's just what they're saying. You guys know how it is at events, they always plays. It just is, I don't blame them. So, with these 20 hand traps, both side, you make a judgment call as to which of these 9 Which of these 9 are the best hand traps? It's that simple. It's that simple. Which of these are the best hand traps against that specific deck? You take out all the cards I mentioned, and you remove 2 of the total hand traps in total. Because I don't want, you're not going to side out Rico and stuff. You can play 30 hand traps if you want. But you take out your 2. Ghost Ogre, for example, is the card I take out in Cool Tune. Because you want to save Harmonia. It's better than Ogre against Cool Tune, but Harmonia is not a good card against Cool Tune. It's just not. So that's the idea of this. And then going first, don't play cards like Reframing. It's okay? Thank you very much. So don't play cards like Reframing or Solemn Judgment or Anti-Spell. You want cards to play Yu-Gi-Oh! If I Salad Remix, the duel is immediately over on the spot. You'll never lose if you Salad Remix. These 5 do exactly that. These 5 just ensure Salad Remix no matter what, through all hand traps and possibilities. Even a third Rico, it doesn't matter. You're adding 5 more starters to your 21 starters. Good luck bricking with 26 starters. Extra deck. You play 2 Track Maker. You play 1 Zalin. You play 2 Remix. Wow, why do you play 2 Remix, Drift? Because it's a good card. 2 RS, even though you don't need it. This is the only slot that's debatable to remove. The second RS, about 1 back-to-back, 1 Loudness. I think substitute this for 2 Loudness. I had 2 games in all of the side events. 1 side event, 1 main event, where I would have won with 2 Loudness. Never in my career did I ever have that situation come up, but 2 times today. Anyways, Prime Heart. Let me explain Prime Heart very quick. If you open combinations of Q and double Harmonia, after you quadruple hand trap them 4 times, you normal summon Q, what are they going to do? Allow Q to resolve? Thank you. The game is immediately over in the spot. They need to stop it with their 1 hand trap. They stop the Q. You already have a Harmonia in the field. You take your Q and the Harmonia from the hand, you make Prime Heart. You're no longer tutor locked because it's a stop. It's all 1 effect. You have 8,500 damage after you quadruple hand trap your opponent. In an otherwise situation, you would have to say pass turn. The next situation is having a Harmonia, a Rotary, and a Mix. What, your opponent's going to allow all this to resolve? Mix effect, stop. A hand trap. You quadruple hand trap your opponent. Out of nowhere, you're not locked. You turn these 3 into a Prime Heart. You pop the monster. Harmonia already popped some of their stuff. 9K, GG. There's it won a Metapie member a game and won me a game. For a deck that has so much free extra deck space, you have to play it. Crackle, so much space. Molong and extra space. You don't even need. You play this not because of reframing. You play this because of awkward level locks in the mirror and Typhon. That's the deck. I'm the best player on planet Earth, respectfully to everybody else on planet Earth. See, within planet Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Moto Kaiba, you did nothing to me. I will go to the TV like Grandpa did, and I will beat every single one of you. You two, Pegasus and Merrick. And when the Mega cards come out, I'm going to show you how to play Tenpai, modern Tenpai, because Tenpai is the greatest deck to ever exist after Pendulum and Cool Tune. And I'm going to prove it when Winged Dragon of Ra comes out. Thank you guys, bye. Love you, Metafy, bye.